Yo, it's Hot Party People, CT325 here. And as you can tell by the title, which will be Incident, something, saying recent that something happened a while back that really annoyed me, and I thought I should tell you guys. Now, this one day I was at Quinn's house, okay? I'm not gonna name the name of the guy who did it, just to avoid a whole other incident in case he ever sees this video. But anyway, okay, so I get to Quinn's house, and there was this pile of clothes, like, sitting in the middle of the floor, like, I asked Quinn, and he said, don't worry about it, it's none of our business. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So, here I go. Now, the rule is if you're playing video games in one room, you have to shut the door to block out the noise, which I did. That's a rule at his house if you're playing video games, and which video games are loud, I'm not gonna lie. That you have to shut the door. Good example right there. You have to shut, if I was playing games in the bathroom, I have to shut the door. I just shut it because it freaks the living heck out of me in there. There goes my out. Ooh. Yeah. But anyway, I get to Quinn's house. Big pile of clothes, take my hour, explain that. So I shut the door. Oh my god, did I make a bad choice by doing that? Because as soon as I shut it, literally 5 seconds later, before I could get to my seat, right when I turn around to go to my seat, the door comes flying open like a bat out of oblivion. And I backstep to avoid getting whacked in the face by a door. If you know what backstep means. No. Later. Sorry, Windows 8.1 thing. So here I go to backstep it, and I accidentally step on the clothes, and I slip. Nearly hitting the back of my head on the dashboard. Call it dashboard then. On a wooden, almost splitting my head open on a wooden plank that they have on the wall. And now you're thinking the guy who did that would probably be more worried about the kid, right? No, he wasn't worried about the 13-year-old kid who almost got the back of his skull popped open. No, he's more worried about his pile of clothes sitting there. And he keeps calling me ignorant in place of rude. Now, I was thinking whether or not to interrupt him to explain to him that ignorant does not mean rude, because ignorant means lacking of knowledge or lacking of awareness. And I didn't know the clothes were there, so he technically couldn't say that. But anyway, I just kept my mouth shut because I was not in the mood that day to get into a fight with this 20-year-old. Relatives of Gwen, don't ask. I was not in the mood to get into a fight with this drunk, obviously. Let's say he acted like he was drunk, so I would just go say he was drunk. Now, that's not what got to me. Is that me and Gwen just walked right out the door at that point. Walked right out the door. And inside, we could hear this guy saying, he's trampled all over my expensive clothes. And I'm like, and I was saying to Gwen, like, well, I wasn't saying to Gwen, I was saying to myself that those clothes weren't expensive. That the most he had there was a pair of Nikes, a pair of socks, jeans, and a t-shirt. A t-shirt like this. Well, not the same thing, but you get the idea. I'm like, the only thing expensive that could have been in there was his cell phone that he could have left in his jeans pocket. That's the only thing I could have seen that could have been expensive in there. Well, I couldn't see a cell phone, but I'm assuming that's what he meant. So, me and Quentin walked out the door just to sell it there and then. Yeah, it didn't work out like that. So he comes back out, calling me ignorant even more, and a whole bunch of other crap that I don't even remember at the moment. So, and I was like, dude, I had half a mind just to explain to this guy that I had half a mind just to I had half a mind just to whack the guy in the face with a shovel, okay? That's how annoying he was. Then Quentin's dad comes out, sells it, says, listen, you wouldn't like if someone trampled if someone slipped all over your clothes and stuff like that, blah blah blah. Get the idea. So he settled it right there and then. So I thought. No, because this guy, I'm not even sure what his name is anymore, comes out there, comes back out, causing me ignorant, rude, bullheaded, all this other stuff that doesn't mean anything when the situation was settled. Yeah, you guessed it. And then he asked me what my name was, and as I have learned from my parents, my friends, basically half the adults here in Millersville, keep your mouth shut if someone asks for a name. But Gwen stupidly tells the guy my name. I didn't want to tell the guy my name for a reason, so that way he couldn't track my phone. So, here I am. Now, at that point, I just left. But before I left, he said, "What are you gonna do now, bullhead?" Like that. And I'm like, "I think I'm gonna go call the cops on the drunk." Now, I did that as a warning to back off now or you'll see war, but obviously he didn't get the picture. He didn't. Okay? Now, to this day, I haven't seen this guy, but if you're watching this video, make me that mad again, and you'll see war. Okay? I'm warning you now. Maybe I could tell him your name. Maybe in the next video. Oh, by the way, if you see this video, I'm warning you now. Back off. This is your final warning. Shut the up, or else. Mr. Ignorant. Yeah, no, and if I swear to God, if I ever see that guy again, especially anywhere near my house, I will call the cops in a flat 10 seconds. I don't care if you're not doing anything, but if you're trespassing on my property, head off. I bit my tongue not to say the word. Okay, let me tell you, this guy was so stupid that day. There's probably more to the story after I left, because Quinn got me in like 20 to 30 minutes after the incident. So there's probably more to the story that happened after I left, but I just asked what happened after I left, and he didn't tell me anything. So I assume something bad happened, but that's not for me to say. I'll probably get Glenn to explain it in the next video. But anyway, guys, I'm CT25, and I'll see you later, recruits.